So I would like to think the cities are like mirrors that basically reflect whatever is put into them. Warri to the world. Warri no they carry last. Those were two phrases that I kept hearing when I first moved to this town. I moved to Warri 17 years ago. Now man, bring me come. Thank you, love it here. It's been good to me. So Naman, bring me come. And then when I came here, I met really vibrant people. Everywhere I went, I would laugh because just normal conversations were humorous to me. I found it fascinating. And then I would hear, Warri no they carry last, Warri to the world. And then I'll look at it and say, are these people serious? Is this really what they're showing the world? Because as much as I met a lot of people who had resilience, who I really honestly believe that were very brilliant, actually, there seemed to be a lot of casualness as to how we did the things that we did. Everything sort of seemed to be not completely serious. You know, mean. I show up, I don't try. So it used to get on my nerves. For the people who knew me in the early days of my business, you know, when I put myself out trying to network and meet people, to just be clear, I had just one friend and I knew just one person in this town, my husband, because Naman carry me come, you know. But when I started putting myself out deliberately and trying to meet people, I noticed that that statement, as much as it sounded bold, as much as it sounded like a city who knew itself, it was empty because it was mostly just a statement. And I think that was part of what fashioned the way I chose to do life in Warri. It was a deliberate attempt to show that if Warri to the world was going to mean something, then I had to come correct. Because the Warri that we are taking to the world, at least when I saw the Warri to the world, I saw it in the same space where people from America, Lagos, Japan were all sharing it, social media. So that means that truly we were presenting something to the world. So I wasn't going to start small. I wasn't going to start small, not in the quality. It might be small in the steps, but not in the quality. So whether it was 20, whether it was 10, I was going to start from the right place. Because if Warri to the world was going to have any meaning, it would have to start with me and the way we delivered everything we did. So excellence to me and the way we have run our business and the way we have built, right, meant something. It meant that we wanted to present wanted to present a clear image of a city, because every time we put any work out, it meant that I was pouring something back into the city. And it wasn't just for my sake. It was also for the sake of the people who found themselves to be managing. You know, what did you say? Yakubu, manage. You will not die. Because at that time, in that season, you know, there were people who had certain amounts to spend, and automatically they would take it out of the space. Because in all honesty, I could sit and say, truly we didn't have, even at the time when I was building, I'm still building, you know, even at that time, I didn't have the capacity to take care of those people. And in that season, I used to see people used to get angry and say, why did they give that guy in league? I said, you feed do if they give you, go feed run The answer is that I could tell myself in that season that I could not run it, but I was building something deliberate, that the time will come that we will begin to serve kings. Now, our city is formed by shapes. And the shapes are basically what we put into it. I want to do a small analogy. Imagine that I had two glasses on this stage. The glass was in the shape of a cube. It's a clear glass. I pour water into one, and I pour orange juice into the second one. Does the shape of the glass change because of the water? Does the shape of the glass change because of the orange juice. What changes? The content of the glasses. So let us think about it. Is our city the way it is because of what it is or because of what we deliberately put into it? What, and I mean, it's not just me, it's each and every one of us. So every time we shout Warri to the world, without being deliberate about what we want to show the world, we are either pouring water or we are pouring juice into this place. Because in truth, the capacity is there. The limitations are there, and they are not exclusive to our space. We would like to think that I'm doing what I'm doing because I have an advantage. I have no more advantage than you do. You have a community. I came here and I knew one man. And that man that I know, the people who know him, he can be here. If I say, okay, get up, he go come up for here. It's a shame. So some of you have networks. I had to go and find the networks. I had to build from scratch. All of the people that I met in this space, I met them here. They didn't come from another place. Some of them I decided to collaborate with, use media, do collaborative, what do they call those? We don't do it any longer. How big? But all those collaborative posts that they do, they work. Amy spoke about it. And we had to do it because we wanted that the people, we knew who we wanted to speak to. So we knew who we wanted to speak to, and we wanted them to see us from their perspective. So we poured our juice into the glass that has the same limitations of whether the structure of the city is not where it ought to be right now. But it is building, it is growing, and it's because another person has come and has poured something into the city. And now we have a bridge. We didn't have it a few years ago. Some people will say, oh, I'm not going to go work for Odusai because I'm not get bridge. Now there is bridge you can go because somebody saw the need to do something. So I want to challenge us today. That we should begin to think of ourselves as builders and not just spectators. We don't want to dwell on complaining. And I want to just add something. There's a third subsect of these people. So I've just spoken about builders and spectators. The spectators, we complain. It doesn't work here. You know what I mean? I don't have money. Your husband rich. Your papa, he goes to school. We're always complaining about it. And then there are the builders who go irrespective of whatever the challenges are. Because let me tell you, the challenges is not only you, it surrounds builders and spectators. It surrounds all of us. But some people push. But then there's this other category of people. And I find them to be the witches of our society. They are the ones who, when you're there, when you push, they begin to resist you. They begin to resist and fight the things that they are hoping for. So we complain, and then an example comes up in your midst. And instead of you to be proud of it, instead of you to support it, you begin to resist. You begin to demonize what you aspire to. How can you say that you want to grow, and then when somebody is going, you say it must be that he's a Yahoo boy? But you say you don't want to do Yahoo. Then when I begin to do business, and my business begins to pay, say our husband must be a billionaire and I make. But it has taken me many years. I remember there was a time I was going somewhere. I got to a venue, and I used to drive one small car that, now small thing I take better past Kabu Kabu. And I drove to the place, and one of the vendors, he was blown. He couldn't help. He said, Madam, now this motor you did drive. Because we were building, it looked different in reality, in me, because I didn't have money. The business was doing well. The business is still doing well. It was building the right image, right? But we were getting to the place where the business can now fund itself and fund the lifestyle that you see today. It has taken 17 years, or maybe less, so that makes exaggeration. Maybe it has taken like 13 years, but it has taken time. But some people will see it and say, when we do these things, and say, some people will register and somebody will say, oh, now big man wife, this one they go. Who said? You don't know my husband, you don't know anything about any of us. And then, but you judge it. I want to challenge us. I want us to take a moment to think about what we are pouring into the city. Are you taking that moment? Think about it. What are you putting in? If you put in apathy means indifference, we will continue to be here. But if you put in hard work, smart work, leverage all of the opportunities that you have, whether it be social media, because social media has become such a powerful and amazing tool. Social media is not like abroad, it's a leveler. I am there and you are there. I've been there for a few years. I have almost 10,000 followers. You can be there today, you can do something, and you can have 100,000 followers. And it can change your life. It can change your world. But however, we want to be deliberate about what we're putting into our city. We want to be deliberate about what we're putting into this space. Because the more we put rubbish, no matter how it looks great on the outside, it's still rubbish. And it's going to affect us, each and every one of us, because that is what is going to be dominant in the space. Don't let the few people who are putting their best foot forward carry the weight of this city alone. We need the weight to shed off some of our shoulders. We need other people to rise up and do what is necessary to make this city what we expect it to be shaped like. Take a moment and think about it again. What are you putting into our city? Are you a builder? Are you a grumbler? Or are you one of the witches who, it's a special category of people, the witches who reject what they aspire to? Thank you very much.